why I stopped dating when I turned 50. Why I stopped dating when I turned 40. Why I stopped dating when I turned 30 are some of the titles that I just read here on the old YouTube that popped up in my feed, and that's what I'm going to talk about today. So if you came to this video because you're considering giving up on dating, then you need to listen to what I have to say. Because if you go to all those other videos, all those sad souls over there are going to tell you a million reasons why you should stop dating. And those videos get a lot of views, and they get, one I looked at, it's 1 million views, 8,000 comments of everybody agreeing. Now I took a sampling of about 15 seconds of what the guy was saying, but 30 seconds of sampling the comments. But basically, there was one sad soul pouring his sad story out, and 8,000 other people agreeing with him, and 1 million views of people in the same boat or of the same mentality. And I'm going to try to convince you that they're all, I guess the best word I can describe it from my standpoint is it's sad. It's just absolutely so sad, and most of them are from my beloved home country of the United States of America. It's just sad. But I'll give you, and that's just the basics. But some more descriptors that come to mind are you fucking kidding me? You fucking giving up on dating when you're 30 years old? When you're 40? When you're 50? When you're 60? Holy shit, that is so foreign to me that anybody would say that, and that the masses are jumping on board the pile. What's that? She didn't clean her backpack?
She wasted the.
Okay, well, next time when you see that much rice, baby, you're free to go ahead and engage that rice and eat the leftovers.
I'm going to eat that yesterday been sitting in her bag. You should.
Well, you could have ate it yesterday, Big Pumpkin. And baby, pipe down, because you might be destroying the reasons why. You're adding to the reasons why people stop dating. Because of that.
They need to stop dating if they have wife already.
No, they're not. They're not talking about cheating, Big Pumpkin. They're talking about they're not dating anybody. They want to live life alone.
Oh, that's they want.
Okay, well, I agree. That's what they want. That's their life. If that makes you happy, by all means. But from my standpoint, you're lying to yourself. You're not being honest with yourself. If you sit there and make a video and you talk about, 9 reasons why my life is so much better living alone. You're lying to yourself, and you're lying to everybody out there. What you're basically saying is that you fucking gave up. You gave up on life. Why? Oh, because some woman broke your heart, or some dude cheated on you. Oh, now I'm swearing off of dating. I don't need a man. I don't need a lazy old man. That's the last thing I need is a man. I can't deal with a woman. I'd rather sit here and pet my Labrador. That Labrador can't do things that a good woman can do for you, my friends. It don't even come close. So my argument is that you didn't give up on dating. You gave up on life. That's my argument. What are living organisms designed to do? Our primary focus once we come into existence, whether we're human, We're a dog, a cat, a fucking elephant. I say that lovingly. Love elephants. What's the one thing that we are engineered to do besides breathing and eating and sleeping, all that? But we're engineered to reproduce, to perpetuate the species, right? If we were just born and nobody had the drive to go out and make love and make babies, there wouldn't be anybody, anything. So the one main purpose that you have in life when you're born, by human nature now, not society, not modern fucking this Me Too shit, you can't talk to bitches anymore, bullshit. Human nature, you got to go out and make children, reproduce. And my argument is that when you stop engaging in that activity, it tells your body it's okay to die. That's my belief. Look at any plant. The plant starts out as a seed, the damn thing grows, it produces fruit or vegetables or whatever. When it gets done producing the vegetables, the damn thing dies. So you want to give up on dating? Go ahead, big pimping, go ahead. Give up on dating and you're giving up on life. You're just waiting to die. That's my argument. You're just sitting around bullshitting yourself, petting your dog, out there making your fucking birdhouses in your woodcrafting shop that nobody is ever going to see, enjoy. Oh man, that's a nice fucking birdhouse. No, just you. You've given up on life. So when you see those types of videos, my men, my ladies out there, because most of the time I'm representing my fellow man, because there's so many organizations that represent the ladies, but what I come to realize is that my opinions and my philosophy, it benefits everybody. I should have more lady viewers than I have men viewers. Okay? But spending life alone without being able to share conversation, to share the warmth of your old lady, okay? To make love, to do the hibbity, to rock it out, ow! To banter. You might as well just go ahead and start making funeral arrangements for yourself, because that's what you did. If you get bucked off the horse, then you just let that horse keep running. I ain't riding a fucking horse ever again. Well, if you're in the middle of the damn woods or the middle of a plain or whatever, and you got to walk it on in, it don't work so well. No, you get back on the horse. At some point, you got to get back on the horse. Now look, I don't have a script here. I'm rambling, but this topic has got my blood pressure up about that much. It's just because of I feel sorry for you, and it's disgusting that the American society and culture has fucking come to this. Because I'm going to tell you how it used to be. How it used to be. How it used to be is that you worked all week so you could go out Friday night and Saturday night and chase women at the club. That's what we used to do. There wasn't no fucking internet. There wasn't no doing this shit. Even if you had a fucking Nintendo, whatever you had, or a fucking Atari, it didn't matter. Your main focus was chasing women. That was the main drive. Worked all week, get dudded up on a Friday night, take you an hour or so to get ready. Get everything straightened out. You ironed your shirt, got your hat all steamed in perfect shape and condition. Rolled out to the club, met up with your buddies, did a little pregame in the parking lot to save money. You know what I'm talking about, fellas. You know, drinks in the club back then used to be $2.50 each. $2.50 for a beer at one point when I was partying. But a case of natural light pre-gaming in the parking lot allowed you to walk up in that club high stepping. Looking around like, right over there. Let's go. Let's get him before somebody else does. Early bird gets the worm. Fucking dancing all night. Two-stepping, line dancing, romancing. And most of the time, about 99% of the time, I was coming out of there with a one-night stand. That is just what we used to do. At least this guy. Somebody was coming home with me, or I was going home with somebody, or we were shacking up at the motel up on top of the hill. That's what we did. Every Wednesday night, which was ladies' night, every Friday night, every Saturday night, at least. Thursday night used to be dance lessons. That was a great hunting night as well, because all the ladies who were shy showed up for dance lessons. Oh my gosh. So for a guy like me to hear grown-ass men saying that they're giving up on women, to me that's a death sentence. You're giving up on life. Just come out and say it. Admit it to yourself. You gave up. And the good thing is you can self-correct. You can self-correct right now by changing your mentality and saying, you know what, fuck that. Okay, so what? I got raked over the coals on two past divorces. Okay, what does that teach you? It teaches you don't get married, because marriage costs you $35 to get married and about $35,000 back in the day. Now it costs $350,000 to get unmarried. Just don't get married. Take out the contractual part of the fucking relationship where the chick gets all your money. Just don't get married. Don't stop chasing women. My gosh, I guarantee you, if you stop dating and you stop chasing women, almost 100% guarantee I'm going to live longer than you. I am going to live a lot longer than you, and I'm going to live a much more exciting, healthy lifestyle. And look, we all age in different ways. We all age in different ways. Okay, I've rode this old bag of bones pretty hard, pretty much 110% on the reactor my entire life. Partying, going, taking risks, crashing motorcycles, drinking beer, whiskey, wine, sleeping with all kind of women, some disreputable, most disreputable. I've been pretty hard on this old bag of bones, but you know why? I could still go one round with Conor McGregor right now. Maybe a few years ago when I was at my Muay Thai days, but I could still get in the ring. I accredit it to because I've always chased women and I've always been in the game, and this guy right here and this body knows that I'm in the game of life. Okay? Now, I have slacked off recently. I've been with this one for, I don't know, 5, 6 years. How long have I been with you, baby?
You gonna even know?
Easy. Watch that spoon. Easy on the violence. How long have I been with you?
8, Allah.
Oh, 8 years. I've been with this one 8 years. Now, is she getting a little on up there in years? What you, baby, 30? How old are you? Huh? How old are you? Come on now.
18.
Yeah, she wishes she could go back to being 18. When I met her, she was 19. She's 29 or some shit like that. Now, anyhow, she's late 20s.
27.
All right, she's 27, right? So she's teetering on, time to trade her in, like a 10-year-old car, She's been a pretty good one. A few hiccups, been in the shop a few times. But she's a pretty good old lady. But you know why I'm in such great shape? Because I've been in the game and my body knows, hey, this player right here ain't ready for the junkyard. He ain't ready for the junkyard. I got young kids running around. I'm not giving up. I'm going to have 10 more before I take a dirt nap. That's my plans. This body knows it ain't time to die and wither wither away on the vine. It's not time for that. And I ain't never gonna give it the impression that it's time to die. Okay? When I take a dirt nap, it's not gonna be because I laid down and waited for it to happen. It's not gonna happen like that. Okay? It may be, okay, I go back to skydiving on my 100th birthday and have a heart attack on the way down. That might be how it goes. Something of that nature, right? Or I'm on my motorbike and crash and get hit by a damn jeepney or some shit like that. It's not gonna be because I laid down and waited for the Grim Reaper to come get me. If that motherfucker shows up, I'm gonna let him get in close. I'm gonna kick him in the balls and I'm gonna take off running. And he could, good luck finding me. That's the way I'm going down. Not doing a goddamn video that says, hey, I've given up on chasing women because I got my heart broke. Look at here, here's what happened to you, man. Let me play you a little violin. You want some wine? You want some cheese with the wine? I got my heart broke, so I'm gonna give up on life. It's a form. It's a form, and this is metaphorically speaking, of committing mental suicide. There you go. Maybe that's the new term. By giving up like that on elements of life, you are committing mental suicide. It's voluntary. Is dating hard in America now? Of course it is. I agree with you. Women with this sense of entitlement, what have you. But that's not all of them. That's not all of them. And guess what? The United States is one country out of this whole big world. So if you don't like the attitudes there, travel. Get you a passport and leave that country. And that goes for Australia. You don't like Australia? I'm giving up on dating because women in Australia suck. Get you a passport and travel, and at some point you will find somebody that doesn't have those shitty attitudes and that you get along with, that you fall in love with, or at least you tolerate on a daily basis, like this one. Okay? Like this one, baby, a gem, a beauty, a wonderful lady. There are so many other options. And again, I just feel sorry for them. But in the same sense, they don't have a good enough friend. That's the other problem. By being alone, you don't have a friend either. Because if you had a good friend like me, I would say, dude, quit your whining, you're crying, you're bitching. Man up, get dressed, we're rolling out. I'm not going to allow you to sit here in this house petting your goddamn Labrador, tinkering and cleaning your tools, cleaning your guns, whatever the hell you're doing, basically waiting to die. Get your ass ready. We're going somewhere. We're going to do something. And at some part of doing something, we're going to talk to some ladies. We're going to swing the bat. Can I guarantee that we're going to bring some back to the crib? No, but we're going to go out and swing the bat and give some ladies the opportunity to tell us no. Whether that's sitting at a bar, browsing the produce section, okay, having to get online and say, hey, y'all want to come meet us? Whatever we got to do. So the title of the video, why I've given up on dating at 50. Why? That's sad, because I'm 52. Why I've given up on dating at 40. That's even more sad, and it's just baffling, mind-boggling. And then the guys who say, I've given up on dating at 30, we're getting to the point of ridiculousness. And any jackass who does a video that says why I've given up on dating at age 20 needs to be evaluated. needs to be evaluated, because if he says some crazy shit like that, what else is he gonna do? He's plotting something down in his mother's basement, and it ain't good. Somebody needs to go say, hey man, are you okay? Because think about it, back in my day, if a 20-year-old or a 30-year-old, well, any man, but especially if a 20-year-old kid came to me and said, I'm not dating anymore, I'd be checking his fever. Are you okay? Let's get this dude to the emergency room. He's having some type of diabetic problem here. He's got low blood. Hey, somebody get the orange juice. Maybe that's my new, is it a euphemism for these dudes? Get them some orange juice, because they're not thinking clearly. And now with the changes in society, this is becoming like a badge of honor. A fucking badge of honor to say, I'm not dating no more. I'm just gonna pleasure myself in the comfort of my own home watching midget porn. Absolute insanity in my world. But again, you need a friend. And right now in this video, I'm that friend that says, quit your crying. You got your heart broke, you lost your money, whatever, get the fuck over it and get on with living life. Get busy living or get busy dying. There really ain't no in between. Anything other than getting busy living is dying. You're just waiting to die. You see how that works? In the words of Red, Shawshank Redemption. I don't know who to contribute the original quote to, but get busy living or get busy dying. I choose to live. I choose to live. Am I rich? No. Have I lost a lot of money in my day? Yeah. I've been through divorces and heartbreaks, everything in between, ups and downs. That's what makes life interesting. Me and my buddy talk about, does the drama that we've experienced throughout the years, is that what is killing us, or is that what has kept us young? And if you look at me and my buddy right now compared to most dudes in America crying the blues making these fucked up videos, the drama is what's kept us young, because our bodies know, our minds know, we're still in the game. We're still in the game. Ain't that right, baby? Look at her, folks. She's looking at me like I'm a piece of meat and she's a cheetah. Baby, just easy, okay? She wants some tenderoni time, and I set the camera up. That's why she's pissed. Okay? She only got one round last night. She usually gets two. So she's, that's why she's in here bothering me. Oh, easy. Oh shit, now I'm gonna have a hip replacement. I don't know if I'm getting through to anybody out there. If I get through to one person who gets up off the easy chair, petting that fucking Labrador, let me tell you what you do with that Labrador. Put him in the backyard. Put him in the backyard. You ain't got a backyard. Hook him up on a damn chain. He'll be fine. And go out and get out into the world and try to talk to some ladies.
Marcos, I'm going to make budbud tonight. Not today.
What?
Make bud.
She's making budbud. That's sticky rice with a little ginger, little coconut milk. Just a wonderful Filipino, one of the few things that I truly like a little snack, a little dessert. It's delicious. Old lady's made some fried eggs for me this morning. Look at her. We got fried rice going on over here. I'll try to hold it up there without dumping it out. I don't want to make a mess for her to clean up. Right there.
You're the one who picks that up.
Okay, so being alone. Listen, there's been time periods in my life where I have lived alone, and that's why I feel like I am informed and qualified to make this video. I usually have an old lady laying around the house, admittedly, but there have been time periods. I think one 6-month run, I decided, hey, ain't nobody living with me. I'm gonna live by myself. On Friday, I would go to the crib. I had this little cabin in the woods. I'd lock the gate, and there wasn't nothing but me and my horses. I had 5 horses out there, you know, dogs, cats, my little farm, right? And I would stay there till Monday morning. But it was because things in my life had got a little chaotic, doing a lot of partying, had a breakup, whatever. Okay, I took 6 months to be alone and live alone. Now look, I'm not saying that every other weekend I had some chick come over for a few hours. I'm not going to that extreme. I still had some ladies coming and going, but they weren't welcome to move in or hang out long term. They come over, we cooked, we rocked it out, you know, and I was glad to see her leave in the morning. But those are short time periods because you get tired of being alone. I used to travel by myself, just me and my backpack. I've traveled all over the world, just me and my backpack. And it was a good time because you feel free, you're exploring. But the minute that I got settled somewhere, what was on my mind? Going out chasing women. So when I got to a destination, I wasn't lonely for long. And then I would pick up and go somewhere else. I was by myself. But I'm going to tell you, even solo travel, it's nowhere near as exciting or fun compared to traveling with a companion. It just don't rate. Imagine walking around Angkor Wat, which I have for hours and hours. I'm just amazed by history and ancient architecture and all that stuff. Ancient alien type stuff, just to make it quick to explain when I'm Indiana Jones type stuff, right? I watched Indiana Jones as a kid, and what kid doesn't want to be Indiana Jones? So I've spent hours walking around Angkor Wat. Now, if you don't know where that's at, it's right, Siem Reap, Cambodia. And just exploring the place and thinking and collecting my thoughts. But then I compare that to the time where I went over there with a chick, where I had conversation and we were able to talk about things. It was so much better and more memorable. That's just one example. I'll give you another example. Go to any of these entertainment zones. Walking Street here, Angeles City, or Walking Street Patio. Go to Soy 6. I drive down Soy 6 a lot when I'm over there because I'm up early and I just drive down there just to look at the signs, see what to do. And there's nobody there. You know what that place is when there's nobody there? It's just an empty street full of old ass shop houses. There is nothing special about it. Absolutely nothing. At 5 in the morning, you wouldn't pay $10 to buy one of them shop houses. You come back at 10 o'clock at night when all the people are there. It's like magic. The magic happens because people are there. Now, if you like hanging out with a small group, okay, or you like hanging out with one lady or one dude or what have you, okay. Some people aren't into crowds. That's not the point. The point is the earth, the geography, the beauty of this place is worthless unless you can share the moment or the experiences with somebody else. It's all about the people. And so that's my argument. I could talk about this all day long, but I talk about a lot of things in my book, my second book that I wrote. It's called The King's Chronicles: How to Escape the Wrath of American Women and Live Like a King. Link is down in the description. I just did a giveaway Black Friday. I gave it away. Thanks to everybody who downloaded that. You bumped me up. At one point, I was ranking #1 in the free store, the free side, on the divorce and the marriage and relationship section. I appreciate y'all doing that, because most of those books are written for women and calling us men narcissists. How to divorce a narcissist. What to do if you're in a relationship with a narcissist. Blah, blah, blah. Been called a narcissist? Not a good reason to swear off dating and giving up on life. You know how many times I've been called a narcissist? Especially in the comments, because I'm a world famous superstar. Man, if I had a nickel for every time some chick, he's nothing but a narcissist. I don't give a what you call me. I'm living life. I'm living life. I don't care what society says I'm supposed to do or how I'm supposed to act. Act your age. You're 50 years old. How's that work? What the fuck is that supposed to mean? It means when you turn 50, you're supposed to hit the rocking chair and wait to die? Fuck that. I'm going to live to be 107. That's my mindset. When your funeral goes down, and it was sad because the part of the clip I watched this gentleman's video, he was talking about something. He said something about when he dies, it'll probably be weeks or months before anybody finds his body in his house. Holy shit, how fucking sad is that? That's horrible. Who wants to live like that? There's not gonna be anybody come to your funeral. You're not gonna be able to find anybody to say anything at your funeral. What are they gonna do? Might as well just burn you up and be done with it. Why even buy a burial plot? Just tell them cremate my ass, because I ain't got no friends that ever gonna come visit me. I don't got no friends that are gonna come to the funeral. Just put it in your will. I donate my place to, this charity and burn me up, because the minute I die, not one person gonna give a rat's ass. Social Security will give a rat's ass. They'll certainly appreciate you dying. Now they ain't gotta give you that money that they ain't got. Pretty sad way to go. Let me tell you about my funeral. Now I've said before, I really didn't want a funeral. I didn't want a big to-do over it. I'm starting to maybe change my mentality because I said, look, I don't want people to cry over my death. I want them to celebrate my life. And I said, just burn me up, sprinkle my my ashes out there in Patio Bay where I can be happy, right? But I understand, and been to some funerals, and it's for the family, it's for closure. Not foreclosure, but it's for them to have closure. I see it now, and I'm starting to be okay. So then I changed my mindset. All right, well, if I do have a funeral, I want there to be so many people packed into that church, standing room only. I want to have so many chicks in there crying and tears, people handing out Kleenex, they run out of Kleenex. At some point during the funeral, I hope a couple bitches go to duking it out. Arguing about the old time. You stole my man, I want some fights to go down between ladies up in my funeral. I want enough kids to be running around and be like, damn, that's his kid too? Oh, that looks like him too. I want some Jerry Springer type drama to go down at my funeral, if I'm going to have one. You know what I mean? Going out with a bang. Like the finale of those fireworks shows. You know the fireworks show finale, right? If I have a funeral, that's the way I hope it goes down. I'm going to serve beer and Jack Daniels, only rice. Every Filipino I've ever dated will show up. They hear there's only rice. Lechon baboy. Roast about 5 pigs. Oh yeah. But I tell you what, if you got no lady and you give up on dating and you don't want to have kids, I've seen them videos too. Ain't nobody showing up. Just like that dude said, you'd be laying dead up in your house for 6 months before somebody finally figures it out. Then let the government take over your enterprise. Let the government decide what to do with your shit that you worked hard for. How does that make sense? Oh, you can't get a woman in America. That's why you're over there in the Philippines. That's why you're over there in Thailand chasing the mail order brides. Let me hear it. That's your small way of thinking because you've already given up. Trust me, I guarantee you, if I'm standing back in America, I will find a woman within 24 hours. I guarantee you. And she might not look like Cindy Crawford. She might be working the damn night shift down at the local Greasy Spoon. It don't matter. I'm not gonna be sitting up there in the Motel 6 by myself petting a fucking Labrador. I'm gonna be rocking it out with the Waffle House waitress, and I guarantee you my night's gonna be a lot better than yours with that damn Labrador. And I'm not down on dogs, folks. I love Labradors. Okay? But when you replace life, living life, with inanimate objects and animals, you've sort of given up. Your tools can't take the place of living life, my men friends, with living life with a woman. Your tools, they can't do it. Your classic car out there that you're working on with the transmission, who gives a rat's ass? That some bitch can't go to a concert with you. And your dog, yeah, it's a companion, but it's a dog. Dude down here used to sell t-shirts. Well, they used to sell t-shirts. Maybe they still do. He said, hey, want loyalty? Get a dog. Want great sex? Get you a Filipina. Woman. Whatever. I just can't trust them. Can you really trust anybody? Is it human nature to trust anybody, or is it human nature that people lie to you and things aren't always as they seem? If you think everybody's 100% honest and a woman is always going to tell you the truth, you're pretty naive, all right? What's that? The gentleman on Yellowstone, Casey's wife on the reservation, her grandfather, old Indian gentleman. I don't know if that is that politically correct to say. Can I state facts? Indian, Native American gentleman. The one line he said something about that's pretty stupid to say while you're on the res, but he also said until they invent a cure for human nature. That's what it was. Until they invent a cure for human nature, things ain't gonna be perfect. If you go out and meet a girl based on my pushing you and you get your heart broke again, I'm gonna give you the same advice. Now, if you go out and marry her and lose more of your wealth, you're not listening to my advice. Okay? I'm not telling you to go get married where you can get your shit taken. No, don't do that. Go out, swing the bat, get your heart broken, keep going. Keep going. You're gonna live longer. That drama and the ups and downs gonna let you live longer, and you're gonna live a lot more happy. Okay? That's about all I got to say right now. I could talk about this. A lot of this philosophy is in my book. It really is. Why? Here's the question. Why did those videos start popping up in my feed? I have no damn idea. The only thing I can think of is I'm about to premiere 2 videos about our friend's birthday party. And maybe the birthday party, you know, Google knows I'm older. I don't know. Why would these things pop up in my feed? I guess it's just because they know my age. And that's what's trending maybe, or just what's the hot topic, or what guys my age are gravitating to. And they're going to try to serve that shit up to me. That's why I know AI is not as intelligent, and I don't want to use that word. It's just a fucking machine. It's garbage in, garbage out. It's a program. It's not human thought or consciousness. It's a fucking machine. So the garbage in says, oh, this guy's 50. Show him these fucking videos where people have given up on life because everybody else is watching them. You've only had 13 years of data on this guy, and you can't figure it out Tet, I ain't never given up on dating or chasing women or being in a relationship with a woman. But AI, the fucking computer, them damn old squirrels inside the computer thinks that that would appeal to me. You lost your damn mind. The people at Google. Y'all need to program the computer to do other things. It doesn't think. Guy from my generation, it's a fucking program. Garbage in, garbage out. So the garbage program thinks I need to see why I stopped dating women at 50. The fuck out of here. Forget about it. All right, I'll leave y'all with one more thing. Make sure you watch that video. What happens if you go out partying on Walker Street and you come dragging in, you done spend a bunch of money and your wife's pissed off at the gate. Bring her some seafood. If she's a Thai girl, bring her squid. This one here, the squid doesn't work so well. So I brought her some, shit, I done forgot. I buy her some sardines or brought her some little fish. I've already forgot what I brought her. I bought her some seafood. Make sure you check out that video. So if you're out and about, your wife gets pissed because you're partying with your friends. If she's an Asian girl, bring home some seafood. You're usually pretty good to go. An American woman, I would say bring home a Big Mac combo or something like that. And see how that works. Always bring home food. Hot food, fresh hot food if you're out chasing women with your buddies and you gotta go home to your wife. There you go, full of advice today. Thanks for joining me on today's video. Make sure you hit the like button. It helps out with them stupid ass Google squirrels that recommended those videos to me. Hit the like, smash the like button, the subscribe button. Ring that notification bell like Rocky. Yo Adrian, it's me Rocky. Who's that ringing that bell? There you go. That should be worth it. I'll see y'all on the next one. Drop me a comment if I motivated you or changed your mind. Or if you're still just going to be living life alone, just me and my Labrador, off grid, which ain't nobody living off grid. It just means you move way the fuck out here and now you got to truck everything in. Now the transportation costs and all the fuel that you're burning, bringing shit in out there, your footprint is usually higher than mine. Off grid. Yeah, another topic. You ever think about that? We're living off grid way out here in the woods. But everything that you got, you truck in. Takes fuel to get it from here to there. Trying to save the planet. Trying to save the planet by shipping generators and fuel 80 miles out in the woods. Well, you just stay where you're at. Save the planet. I'm out of here, folks. My kids will be getting back from their morning walk with Ruby. They'll be getting noisy, so I'll close out the video. But you know what? That noise is music to my ears versus the ringing of silence. The ringing of silence 24 hours a day will cause you to go mad. I don't have all the answers, I just hope to invoke thought. Drop me a comment if anything I said may have helped you or caused you to think. Peace out.